We also have a visiting candidate here this evening, Ronda Kennedy, Ronda, and I promised her 2 minutes as our usual courtesy. Candidate for our representative to the Senate. Thank you. The U.S. Senate. Thank you.
Give her 5 minutes. She's kind of cute.
I'm sorry, it's only 2 minutes.
This is my brief introduction. So my name is Ronda Kennedy. I have 6 children, married with 6 children. 3 of them are 10-year-old triplets. So 3 are adults, and my oldest, 33, is married with 4 children, so I'm a grandma times 4. So I'm doing this, and I've been fighting for our country. This is a literal fight for our country, and I do it for them so that they can grow up in an America that I grew up in with the freedoms and the protections of the Constitution. I'm an attorney by trade. I'm a strict constitutionalist, and when they came after our constitutional rights during COVID, I got the phone calls that, that stores were closing, the gun stores were closed, and I was like, they can't close the gun stores, it's unconstitutional. Well, they did. They deemed them non-essential, as we all know. So I filed a federal lawsuit that forced the gun stores open. That's McDougal versus Ventura County. I also am the only attorney in the country that actually beat the COVID closure orders for businesses when the county came after them. They sued them for $600,000, $1 million in fines and penalties, knowing that these businesses could not survive, and I successfully forced them to dismiss their lawsuits, just legal strategy. So a lot of candidates say, they get here and they say, this is what I'm going to do. When I get to Washington, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that I'm going to continue to do what I have been doing. But I'm going to. Now, many of you will hear that I moved from California. I did. I lived here from 2000 to 2010, and then I went to California for job purposes. I came back last year because I saw what was happening. The battle line was actually moving. California is the front line of this war that we have that's going on, this culture war, the taxes, the economy. Nancy Pelosi and her horde in California, they test it there, and then they slowly go east. I see some of the same, I looked at the legislation that's being introduced in Nevada. It's the same recycled crap that they did in California. I know their playbook, I know what they're doing, and I know how to stop it. So I would love to have your support. It is a crowded field, but I can tell you right now that Jackie Rosen, looking at me, is more afraid to go up against me than anyone else because they're saying the same things that they use. I'm a racist. That's been told to me. But I always say, okay, I'm too dumb and stupid and poor to get an ID to vote. So that whole voter ID challenge, I'm the one that takes it to them because I'm able to do that because it just shuts them up. So I would appreciate your support. RondaKennedy.com. I have cards back here. I'm an open book, so I'll be here afterwards. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I have one of the only surviving election lawsuits for fraud in the Ninth Circuit again. I won once in the Ninth Circuit, going back to the Ninth Circuit.
Great. I have a question for you.
Sure.
My name is Steve Reynolds. I'm a resident here of Mesquite. I'm a combat veteran of Vietnam. What are you going to do for us, our veterans?
That's the main thing. That's it. My dad's a Vietnam vet, 100% disabled Vietnam vet. They don't do enough for the veterans. When you pass out money, housing, medical, and that to illegals and leave veterans sleeping on the street, that doesn't fly in my book. Yes.
Thank you, Ronda.
Thank you.
Thank you.